The school is absolutely done. The school is fully done. The school is completely done. And on Tuesday, because government is closed on Monday to celebrate white supremacy presidency. The government is closed on Monday to celebrate white supremacy presidency. But on Tuesday, I'll be contacting the city to request an inspection of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Elementary School and Gym. Brothers and sisters, thank you for those of you who stood with me. Not the fakes and the phonies. Not those who act like you supported me but didn't trust me, didn't believe me. You listened to the struggle streamers and the scammers. You believed them.
Yeah, at this point, Umar, I don't think anybody gives a damn if your school ever opens. I don't think people trust you at all now. Not at all. I think the bus left. Elvis has left the building. James Brown is gone. Even MJ's in the upper room. Family, it's a wrap. I know it doesn't feel like it right now because you're able to record and we see you, but you are a ghost. Yeah, you no longer exist in the earthly realm. Your name no longer rings out as somebody who was, you're a shell of your former self. You are a ghost-like person. You're a zombie now. You're a walker. That's what it is, fam. You no longer matter in the grand scheme of things. I mean, and that's being as brutally honest, man. I want to get it to you straight, Johnson. Man, you took people on a journey of excuses and stories and nonsense. And you're a sham wow. Dude, it's pathetic, man, what's happened. I'm just going to be real with you, fam. You know, you say people were lame because they didn't trust you. No one should trust anyone. Trust is earned. What'd you ever do to earn people's trust? People ask you about money they gave your ass, and you get mad. People give you money and then say, hey, we gave you money 5 years ago. What up? And you would get mad and attack them for asking what you did with their money. Then other people who thought about supporting you saw how you treated people who gave you money, not that you did anything for it. Fam, you don't even have a weekly show. You know what I'm saying? You are so lazy. All you do is go around the country picking up money. You don't even have a weekly podcast or blog or news article or newsletter or group or nothing. You have nothing material. You pop in and tell people crazy shit. You went around chastising people for who they chose to marry or date. You do put out memes. Man, tell the truth, man. You're just a content creator who's a lazy content creator at that. You don't even really have your own YouTube channel. You don't have your own Sirius FM radio program. You don't have your own anything. You don't even really have your own, not really. You got people to help you do stuff, but you know what I'm saying. You don't, fam, you are a joke. You are a pathetic joke. And it would be funny, but it's funny sad, not funny ha-ha. You understand what I'm saying? Because the fact that there have been a lot of black women, and I think it's mostly black women, who were so enamored by the opportunity, for some whatever reason, being susceptible, being vulnerable to someone like you who talked a good game about their sons who they may be raising alone. The occasional black woman who feels less than sure of themselves or maybe looking for love or looking for validation. You were always there with a vacuous compliment, a a pointless compliment that did nothing for him but made him feel good, like a sugar rush of Queens and my hazelnut and butter pecan, like all this pandering bullshit. Then when you weren't doing that, you were talking down to black people, telling black people they need to send more money and focus on making more money, and everything was about money to give you eventually. To give you. And what's bad about it, you didn't start out this way. You said, I don't remember. In the beginning, it seemed like you were just a brother with a gift of gab that was talking good stuff, you know, who was talking about uplifting and empowering Black America, and you seemed like you were on the right path, but somewhere along the way, you kept seeing too many butts. Too many sisters with nice asses and nice jobs and cars, and you just got distracted. Then I guess you saw yourself as being a mini celebrity or something, and that only made your ego bigger, and you just became an untamed, immoral scam artist. And I don't know, man, people won't tell you, they laugh at it. I don't think it's funny, fam. I think it's embarrassing, fam. You end up hurting the very people you were supposed to be helping. You ended up taking money out the Black community, not putting money in it. You ended up not uplifting people, but becoming a lightning rod for controversy and causing more division and more stupidness to flow around the Black community. You became just a clown. You're a cartoon at this point. You realize that? You're almost as bad as that black dude that goes around eating food and flexing muscles. You're almost as bad as some of the worst conservatives that don't believe that racism exists and says dumb shit to tap dance for a couple shingles. You're almost as bad as empty-headed Democrats who complain and blame everything and compare it to slavery and Jim Crow and lynchings. I mean, you're just as bad as all those people. You're almost as bad as Roland Martin, man, at this point. Now, how'd that happen? You went from being a Roland Martin killer to being almost as bad as him. That took doing. That, fam, you're a tragic story, fam. You're a train wreck. You're a diabolical, scheming, scam artist, train wreck, in my opinion. That's what you are. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't want to invest 20 cents in finding out. I will not spend a quarter to find out because you dug the hole. Now you dig yourself out of it. Go help black kids. Go help little boys. Go help these little black boys that need this help. Don't ask for another dollar. Get out and work. Get out and grind. You could have wrote a book a month. What else are you doing? What else are you possibly doing, dog? What else you got? No, seriously, fam. What else have you got to do? What else? Nothing. You know, as long as I've been doing content, you've been doing this content. And what have you done with that? What have you done? I finished the school. I told y'all. 7 years, dog. 7 years. Man, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, man. Be ashamed of yourself, man. Seriously. If you had, you know what? If you were a decent brother, you'd be ashamed of yourself. You would go away. You would have went away a year ago and came back with the school grand opening day with a press, holding a press conference as you bring in students. That's what a real man would do at this point. A stand-up man, a stand-up brother. That's what they would do. They would not come back here without even, dude, you up here talking about what it's gonna be. And I'm gonna do this. I'm a chameleon. That's what I'm saying? I mean, fam, everybody just entertains you because you're a cartoon. You're Mr. Magoo. You know what I'm saying? You're Daffy Duck, Charlie Brown. You know what I'm saying? You are the Woody Woodpecker, bruh. You're not real. You are a cartoon character, man. And shame and I'm sad for all the sisters whose money you done chiseled, your skin flint, your weasel. Yeah, man, and I mean that too. I mean that. This is sad. You know, you talk stuff about Charleston White, and I get why you say you won't debate him, because unlike you, at least he gets paid because he's doing his content. He's not up here talking about he's building a school and collecting money off of people out of the good natures of their hearts to help their communities. You won't talk to him. Shit, he shouldn't talk to you. Nobody should talk to you. Everybody that invites you on their platform is just looking to make some money off the buffoonery of you. And I'm sorry, man, no one told your ass this. Somebody should have told you this 5 years ago, and I should have told you 5 years ago. I remember when you was beefing, and I don't know, man. I could go on and on, fam. My point is made. This is my opinion. Prove me wrong. Don't talk until you got proof. When you bringing the kids into school, in fact, don't you say shit. I want the kids who enrolled at their winter break, their semester break, for you to hold a conference and those kids to say how great it is. That'll be the time for you to bow. Your time is not to bow. Everything that comes out of your mouth is bile. You're wasting our time, and we demand our time back. Reclaiming my time. Hell, I shouldn't even give you this time on this broadcast. That's how bad it is, man. Yeah, that's it, man. Last thing, shut up. Shut all the way up. Don't announce anything else. Put the butts in the seats. Get the kids in the school. Have the teachers teach the kids. Then, when it's break time and the kids have been learning and you have a track record and you can show us receipts, then you show those kids. And you let other people say how great you are. Let them tell the world how amazing the school is. Not you. Not you. You shut up. Stop stealing from my people, dog. Stop stealing from my people and lying to my people, you scumbag. Sit your ass down. Big dumb goofball. We ain't got time for this. We ain't laughing with you, we laughing at you. We tired of you, clown. Somewhere and sit down. Your dumb ass. I don't know, man. This guy more angry as I was talking. Talking to a grown-ass man who think everybody's an idiot. Then want to flip it and make it seem like we don't respect or love each other. You a thief, dog. You a thief. You a scumbag. At least a thief has the decency to use a gun. You use our hearts and our love of our people against us. Sit your ass down. Pimp, sit down. Dirty ass, punk ass pimp. All right, man. Y'all ready to keep going, man? I mean, everybody just jokes with this guy. Everybody allows him to. How long is this going to go on, John? So we going to allow him to do this? Are we ever going to? Well, I said it. I said it for y'all. Tim, you ain't have to be so hard on him. Yes, I did. To become a member of the show, go to jointimblack.com.